Hi everyone, welcome. Today I'm going to do a dedicated video to the Birkin 25. I have done several videos on my Birkin bags. I did a comparison with the Birkin 30. If you haven't watched that, I will link it up here as well as in the description section down below. You can check it out. But I haven't done a dedicated, just a pros and cons, what fits in this bag, and kind of my final thoughts on it. And I feel like it's fitting right now because I've had this bag for over a year now. I bought this in January 2021 and I do have some thoughts. The way I'm going to do this review video is I'm going to give you a quick introduction about this bag, give you a little bit of measurements so you don't have to refer back to the other video. I'll also talk about some pros and cons and finally give you my thoughts on this bag and maybe share if I would purchase it again. Everything will be timestamped in the description section so you can easily skip around on which section you want to go for. So without further ado, let's get started to this review. Quick introduction on this bag. This is my Hermes Birkin 25 in Togo leather. It is in the color black or noir and it has gold hardware. I bought this in store and this is my first store purchase handbag, and I actually got the exact bag that I wanted, which was black gold hardware Togo size 25. Let me go through some measurements. Across this bag is 25 centimeters, hence 25, or about 10 inches. Then height wise, this is 18 centimeters or 7 inches from the side as the base here from the bottom, because this bag is tapered, so it's actually a little tinier on the top once you cinch it in. So the base of the bag is 12.5 centimeters or about 5 inches. The handles are something that a lot of people would say, it's a little tiny, and it is. So from the top of the bag until the top of the handle, because these are like tiny handles, this is about 8 centimeters or 3.2 inches. The weight of this bag, my bag is Togo leather, so it does come in different leathers. It comes in Swift, Clemence, Epsom. So Togo is the more common type. This is about 576 grams or about 1.2 pounds. The first pro of this bag is that it is a good size top handle bag. It's really dinky cute. Think Speedy 25, but in a more structured way and of course a little bit more professional looking. The Speedy, which in my head I'm thinking of the more classic monogram version, is I guess a little bit more outgoing, whereas for this, because it's so plain, there's not much hardware, there's definitely no logo except for a little bit of embossing here. This bag is very professional looking, and because it's tinier, it's a good size for you to carry your things inside. The second pro for the Birkin is that it's very understated. Yes, the Birkin is very iconic now because it's been made very popular by celebrities and it's been made very popular on social media as well. But for people that don't really know the brand, that you're not really in tune to social media and entertainment and celebrities and all, when someone sees this bag, all they see is a beautiful, classic, understated, no logos, no bells and whistles on this bag. Every time I carry my Birkin with family, and most of my families, they don't really know luxury the way that I am so into it. They just see, oh, that's a really nice little bag. That's so cute, so nice looking. And yeah, that's the main comment that I get from family when they see this bag. So because it's so understated, you can actually wear it for many settings without I'm going to put this in also with a little disclaimer because it's already so iconic, but without a lot of people saying, ooh, what a bag. When you see LV, they see the logo, but for this, it's not. So no bells and whistles for this bag, just clean, understated, classic, and a beautiful leather bag. My third and final pro of this bag is that it's actually very easy to use because it is a top handle bag and you would most of the time keep it opened. It's actually a really easygoing mini baby tote bag. Every time I'm using it, when I look down, I can see everything. Once I have my organizer, I can actually see what I want to take it out very easily. And it does have security, so when I need to be secured, I just put the flap over the bag and I can keep it secure. But most of the time, when I'm using this bag, I am using it in a setting where I feel safer, like in a mall or in the afternoon where I know I'm in this, safer surrounding. Most of the time, I keep it open like this, and I will just carry it top handle, and I can just take my wallet out very quickly, my house keys, and anything that I need to grab and go. So the open style of this bag makes it a very easy-going baby tote bag. Let's talk about the cons, and I do have more cons because I want to be critical about this bag. So the first thing is, and I know a lot of people talk about it, is the teeny tiny handles. These handles, even for me, my wrist is really small and my arm overall is quite small. Even for me, I do find myself struggling to get through past my forearm. I could just wriggle it in up to my elbow, but then you see the bag is kind of like going forward at a 45-degree angle if I need to use my elbow. And it's tight, so let me, even just for this short second, you see I am actually struggling to take it out. So you can already see my arm is slightly red. It doesn't hurt, I'm just being really nitpicking about the handles. And because it's such a, you want to take care of the bag. I want to take care of this bag. I don't want to be wriggling my hand through it all the time and stretching out the leather. So if you feel that the handles are a very important part of the bag, the baby Birkin or this Birkin it's going to be a struggle because it is strictly handheld only. Maybe if it's for a kid, then you probably are really, really skinny, like no flesh. Like I'm not that fleshy here. I've got a bit of muscles from my workout. But even for me, I am struggling to get it through my forearm. And I don't even have anything on this arm right now. No bracelets, no necklace, no bracelets, no chains, nothing. So when I use my other hand where I do have my love bracelet, my other bangles, I am even more careful because I don't want to be scraping the bottom of the leather. So yes, the teeny tiny handles are definitely a con. They are proportionate to the bag, but that means it is strictly handheld only. Before I talk about the next con, just to add to the top handle and how some people are mitigating it. Some of them are buying little leather pieces, like you could attach it to the handle here and you could attach it on the other side, and they add a strap. Now, I personally do not recommend you doing that. Maybe if your bag is absolutely empty, then it's I don't even want to say the word okay, but maybe it's not as bad. So your bag's practically empty and you just put two leather thingies here and you hold the bag up and you carry it with a strap and you sort of make it like a curly, I guess. The thing is, once your bag gets heavy, these sangles are not stitched or made to carry the weight of the bag. These sangles are just to cinch the bag in, keep it tight and close. But having those straps here pulling the bag up, and the bag is swinging with your things, and the bag itself's got a bit of weight, right? 500 grams. You are gonna leave a lot of wear on the sangles. I think you might actually could damage the bag. So yes, I have seen people do that for this bag to make it more functional, more convenient, add a strap to it. But personally, I don't recommend this bag. If you're gonna get this bag, don't modify it with a strap. Use it as a top handle bag only. The second con about this bag is that if you have taller items and you need to stack it upwards, even though it's got a bit, it's got height, right? Things that are taller will stick up from the bag, and say you have a taller wallet that may not fit lengthwise, but maybe you need to adjust it and you want to fit it, vertically down. Because of that, let me just do that right now. If you see my wallet is actually sticking up a little bit right here. It's in a way not the safest, even though I said earlier a pro of this bag is that it is easily accessible. On the flip side, if it's easily accessible like this, you can see my wallet in plain sight, I could easily just pick it out and bye-bye wallet. So it being quite shallow in a way, because you want to try and keep your things maybe halfway through, halfway from the bottom of the bag. If you have taller things, people can easily see it compared to a proper tote, right? So if you have like a Neverfull tote or a Foray Lepage tote, your things are really deep in the bag, and so even if it's an open style, people will still need to rummage in the bag to pull it out. This is not really a tote bag per se, and look, if I'm not careful, I'm just like putting my things, not arranging it, it's actually very, very visible from the top of the bag. So not the safest in all settings. You would want to try and keep your very important things lower towards the bottom of the bag rather than having it stick up like this. So you can see my wallet is just sticking up right now. A con about the Birkin, specifically for my Birkin, which is the Togo leather. Right now, even though it's been a year, I have to admit I haven't been using it that much. And I'm using the word that much because considering the price that I paid for it, you expect me to use it every single day as much as I can. But I don't, because I have other bags to use. So because of that, my bag is still pretty pristine. You could easily walk out with this bag from a store and you would think, oh, it's not even handled. So I haven't put a lot of wear into this bag at all. There is no sinking, there is no, the corner wear, there isn't any corner wear. So I can't really say how this bag will look like. However, if you watch my Birkin 30 and Birkin 25 review or comparison, you would be able to see that my Birkin 30 has a bit of sinkage. So because this is Togo leather, and though it's light, it is heavy, leather per se, right? So over time, one of the things you will realize about Togo leather, there is a little bit of sinkage, especially at the right at the base here. There will be that little like a muffin curve out. Even for the baby Birkin, it can happen just because of the leather, the softness of it. So we're talking use when this leather softens and kind of gets more wear in it. That's gonna happen. It's not gonna look as upright, as beautiful as this. I am protecting it with a bag organizer, 7RP, and I'd say it's a good organizer to have for such an expensive bag, especially for softer leather bag, to keep the leather upright. Having said that, it is very, very expensive. I don't know if it's truly worth the price, but if you're gonna pay so much, maybe it's worth the investment. So anyway, have a bag organizer to help it, but something that you cannot avoid with Togo leather. So if that's a big concern for you, you might want to consider Epsom for this. Epsom has other issues, but from a sinkage perspective and also slouching perspective, the Togo will eventually have that little bit of slouch over time. Not as bad as Clemence, but you will still see it in Togo bags. The con about having this bag, and again, particularly for Togo leather, you won't see this so much in I don't think you would see this in Clemence as much, as well as Epsom. But for Togo specifically, you will see veining. And this may or may not be a con. It really depends on how particular you are about it. But if you were to buy this from a reseller, some bags with the veining don't resell as well. So maybe because of preference. Now my bag has quite a bit of veining. The only thing about my veining, which I'm kind of accepting it, is that they are very symmetrical. So they go down across like this, and they are kind of almost the same size across the bag. It's not as, there are some veining where I see it's really thick and they're all scattered all over. I find that to be maybe a little bit more messy. But yes, with Togo bags and with Birkins, one of the things that if you want to go for this bag is to find one that is absolutely smooth, that is really highly priced. Otherwise, you can get one that has a bit of veining, and of course from preference perspective. But for some people, it is a con to get one with veining. Final con about this bag is it is very expensive. I know Chanel is very expensive now and it's close to a Birkin's price, but it's still not there yet. This is more expensive now. When I first bought it, you're talking 5 digits and you can see in the resale market how expensive these are. I honestly think these kind of luxury handbags, though I have one and I have bought my Kelly as well, they are very overpriced. Is it worth the price? I guess that's up to you to think of it. But I have to put it out there, this is a con. It is so expensive. Wow, it is really silly money to spend on a handbag. And when I first got this bag, I really had a bit of sticker shock when I got it. I saw the bill and I just was, I had a sinking feeling in my stomach, a little sick actually. So very overpriced, and I'm just gonna leave it there. I'm gonna end this review with my final thoughts and if I think this bag is worth it and if I would buy it again. So, do I think this bag is worth it? For my own personal luxury journey, after buying bags for over many years, I think it's worth the money, even though it's very overpriced. It is, to me, the ultimate handbag for my collection. I absolutely love it, though I have shared a lot of cons. But when I wear this bag, I truly feel wonderful. I feel like I really feel so special when I carry this bag. And I coined this word called, self-flex. When I carry this bag, I feel like, yeah, to me, not for me to show off this bag. And I'm sure some of you can understand the term self-flexing. I just feel like it's the flex of all my other luxury bags for me when I carry this. So I really feel very special. For me, it's like me to me when I use this bag. So yes, despite it being so crazily overpriced, I feel it's worth the price I've paid. Now, would I buy it again? The answer is yes. Yeah, I never thought I would say that. I would definitely buy it again, but only from the store. I have had the experience and I just don't feel it's worth buying from a reseller. There is the benefit from buying from the reseller, except that I feel like in the resale market, the prices are so insane right now that it's better to just build a relationship in the store and get it from the store. Every different place around the world has different ways of building that relationship, so I can't comment from every other place. But having gone through what I've gone through, I feel like it's not impossible. Once you are just a little bit more patient, let me take that back, have to be very patient in store and you have to be a customer, but this bag will come to you. And I would only get another Birkin in the store if I have the chance. And my pick for buying the Birkin is, I feel like I want to get it in a different leather. So yes, I would buy it again, Birkin 25, get it in a different color. I feel like I'm still a neutral kind of girl when it comes to something super expensive. I would want to try it in a different leather, maybe chev leather, maybe box leather. I don't even know if they can't make that anymore. Or, of course, I wouldn't mind getting it in Epsom Cellier. Oh my gosh, so beautiful. So yeah, the answer is yes, I would buy it again at a higher price, whatever it is right now, because this bag is truly something special in my collection. So I hope you enjoyed today's dedicated review. Now this is going to be a 3-part video of my Hermes review series or review. The first is the Birkin. The next few days I will be doing a review on my Hermes Kelly. Since I have reviewed that bag, I haven't done a dedicated video for it. I have spoken about it in our luxury live show, but not a dedicated, with measurements, with what it fits in this bag, all the good stuff, the pros and cons. So I haven't done that yet, and I will be doing that soon. And in the third and final installment of this Hermes series, I will be doing a Kelly Birkin. I've done one of those videos previously for my Birkin 30 and my Kelly 32, both of which I don't have anymore. I haven't done it for the B25 and the K25. So That's gonna be interesting. I do have some initial thoughts. I'm still working on it, and that will be the third and final video coming up this month. So I hope you will watch all of the three. I will definitely remember to link them down below once I have done them, and if you're watching this in the future. So anyway, if you enjoyed today's video, I hope you will give it a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell so that you would catch my videos when they pop up, and I hope you will join this channel. Otherwise, everyone, please take care, please stay safe, and I will see you in my next video. Take care, everyone. Bye.